And now, Life Skills with Dr. Ralph Henson from Life Baptist Church in Meridian.
I painted cabinet doors till midnight. We were almost finished, and we were getting ready to move in the church parsonage. Last August, a year ago, we began a pay-as-you-go renovation that ended last April. As I turned off the lights late and locked up that house that night, we were just maybe 3 weeks from getting in, a thought crossed my mind. This is my home. We were not there yet, but we knew we were going to move in there. We were still working on it, but it was getting closer every day. The previous home we lived in, Ben had lived in his entire life. We had lived there for 10 years. But when I look at it now, it's like it's somebody else's home that I'd never lived in. When we first bought this property, we toured the parsonage. We didn't want to live there, and we weren't even sure the church would buy it. But when we purchased it, Christy and Ben and I decided we needed to live there, so we began the slow renovation. Old doors that were sagging were removed. New doors and door frames replaced them. Walls were removed or repaired. The old carpet was removed. Paint covered everything. New electrical and light fixtures have been adding. New plumbing. This 20-year-old home looks like it's brand new. On the inside anyway. We finally made the move last April, and now the old house where we used to live seems really old. When Jesus changed my life a long time ago, He began a pay-as-you-go renovation. The old sins and habits needed replacing. The old nature needed removal, and a new nature was installed. I have not allowed God to renovate as quickly as He would like. Some old fixtures remain, but we're working on it together. He's already paid for it with His blood. He's already powered it with His resurrection, and He's already connected it with His Spirit. But in spite of all these changes, this body is not my home. And I'll have a new body when I go to heaven one day. The longing I feel for a new earthly home on State Boulevard is mirrored by a longing for an eternal home in heaven with Jesus. I keep going back and forth between God's kingdom and mine. It would be foolish to spend too much time and effort fixing up a house we're leaving, but we spend way too much time focusing on the physical and not enough on the spiritual. Somehow, we think this is all there is, when God Himself told us He was going to prepare a place for us. So let's take care of ourselves. Get in exercise. Beverly's aerobics class might be a good place. Eat the right foods and practice living a long life. But don't make the mistake of taking care of today and ignoring tomorrow. You're going to have a new home.